Y'all, let me show you a proper technique to take off your gloves. Pull this off inside out. Crumble it up. Take it from the end. Pull it out. Ta-da! 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 Oof. Was that loud? This earpiece made me feel like I'm so loud. So today was a little bit of a long day. My face is OD shiny. Can't wait to go home and take a shower. I told you guys I was gonna go live when I got off. I was gonna record, but it's kind of hard to record and shop and try to be sterile at the same time, even though, you know, I gotta wash my hands and stuff like that. But I went into BJ's. I wanted to buy some just little produce and stuff for the house. So I got some cat litter, some oranges, some grapes. I was gonna get some Nido, but I didn't get any Nido. Dang, Devin, I just started the list of what I got. Hold on. I got mini cucumbers, cabbage, I got onions, and I got lemons. And then we don't have any more paper towels. We don't have any more paper towels, so I brought some paper towels, some bread. I brought some ground lamb. Good evening. B&B reviews it. Sugar Toddy, what's up? Wagwan. I got some ground lamb. I'm gonna use that to make some meatballs. I brought some pasta that's plant-based pasta. Like you have to cook it like regular spaghetti. I got it in angel hair and spaghetti form. That's gonna be good. I brought some shredded cheddar cheese. I brought some pork chops. I brought some, because there was no pork chops last time. If you guys remember when I went live, there was no pork chops whatsoever. And I brought some more of the beef, I guess beef chuck or whatever. Hey D, how you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, this is the paper towels in the back of me. 12 double rolls, 24 rolls or whatever. That's gonna last a long time. Like, BJ's actually is back stock after the hysteria whatever, of people acting crazy. There's water. D, I've been watching all your daily diets. I've been watching, girl. I've been watching them. Be careful, watch my back. Why? Who behind me? Who behind me? That gotta be John right in there. Who behind me? Why I gotta watch my back? What's going on? But yeah, it's water there. There's toilet tissue. There's paper towels. There's an abundance of food. In the cheese area, though, they have American, you know, the Kraft, the paper towel bandit. It's full of paper towels, so they can get it from there. A lot of people have masks on, but it's not a lot of people still in the store, even though it's a lot of cars filled in here, but it's not like how it normally is. And everyone, all the customers pretty much have masks on. The people that's at the front door, they have masks on. And I didn't want to, like, you know, this times I didn't want to record, you know, everybody. So I was like, let me just shop and I'll come back. At least I'll have something to say. And they have certain areas taped off, and they have signs everywhere. I should have took a picture of it or something, where the signs state like, you know, little tips and what you can do to prevent, you know, wash your hands, keep a 6 foot distance in between each other. And it's like, you know, at BJ's, usually you can taste, you can get like samples. They've been cut that out, and now they actually have like from where the deli counter is 6 feet. They have like, so you have to order from a certain part. It's a yellow tape that's there, so you can't order, you know, right up there. And then online you load all your stuff on the belt, and then it's a line of tape on the floor that you can't pass. Well, it's suggested that you stand there, and you know, everything will get ring up. And the monitor is also there, so you can kind of see, you know, what's going on. That way you're not so close all up on the cashier. And then it's after you, it's another tape, so that way the person behind you know, stay behind 6 feet over there. Okay, so Darlene and John, Costco's and BJ's are one in the same. The only thing that I can say that's different is because I've worked at both. The main thing that's different so far as the bakery department, a lot of the things that are made at BJ's are frozen baked. They're baked from frozen, whereas at Costco's it's made from scratch. They're making the cakes and everything from scratch. Both cakes are good, but Costco cake designs are trash, whereas BJ's, they're a little more better. And they have different like edible papers and designs that you can put on the cake. They have airbrushing that you can put your own picture on the cake and stuff like that. And they both give samples now. BJ's never used to give samples, or you know, they ain't doing it now. So it's whatever. D, thank you so much. It's so sweet. Really, they still didn't have any. And you know what I think it is? I think it depends on the area. So the area that I'm in right now, this is called College Point, and it, you know, it depends on the area, the kind of people that's here, different nationalities is here, certain things that they buy, as opposed to, you guys know where I live, it's primarily Hispanic people that live there. That's why there was no pork in the meat department, as opposed to here it's full of pork, but there's hardly any chicken over here, and over there it was plenty of chicken. You know what I'm saying? So they even had some chicken I was thinking about buying. It was boneless chicken breast, and it was Italian seasoned, and it came in like its own little pouches. I was like, that's kind of good, I should buy that. And I was like, no, I don't need any more stuff, I have enough, you know. So we shop at BJ's. Chicken prices are good there. Yeah. The prices are really good. The produce prices are kind of good too. Like, I brought one head of cabbage. I should have brought more. That one piece of cabbage was only $1 and change. Whereas if you go to a regular supermarket, it's kind of expensive. So the time is winding down. It is 7:11. I'm getting ready to head home. First, I'm gonna have to try to find parking. Then after I find parking, then I gotta walk all the way to the car, which you know is not gonna be close. And then I'm gonna have to go and get the groceries and come back. So I really wish that today was Saturday, because I'm so done. Hi, Kingdom Boy. How you doing? Kingdom Boy, what are you doing? Being that like schools are out, are you still in New York in the dorms, or did you go back like home? What is everybody having for dinner? Are you still in the dorms? How is life in college with no classes? Like, do you have to take online classes while you're there? Or is it just no kind of like learning at all? It's just chilling in the dorm. Vanilla caramel. Uh-oh. Brooklyn in the house. How you doing? Burgers. Are you guys going live today? B&B? There's my other phone. It's always going off with people going live. I cannot watch all these lives. It's hard. It's hard out here. You just woke up. Girl, I wish I was taking a nap myself. Not tonight. We've been slipping. Y'all, I've been slipping the most out of everybody. Like, my number is just chilling at the same number it's been for the last week and change. Like, I have not been grinding. I've been putting out the content, gaining the watch hours, but gaining the family members has not been happening. And I need to do that. It's like I'm so close to the goal. I remember back in November, I was at only like 53, you know. I'm at like 6 something. Like, come on, girl. Like, get it together. Get it together, you know? So, chilling in the dorm, but there's some online school. So my thing is, I don't know what your major is, Kingdom Boy, but like me, for example, if I was in school, because I'm going to school, well, I was going to school for vet tech. What happens if you're some kind of like medical or biology kind of major and you have labs? How can you do labs online? You know, that's a major part of your grade. All right, so acting, that's your major. So isn't it like performance pieces that you have to do, or monologues, or you have to write up certain things or perform certain things? I was having a discussion about that with one of my friends. I was like, you know, I think everybody who pay a lot of money to go to school, I think that they're all doing online classes. And she brought it up, and she was like, you know, well, what kind of, why is this person behind the car like that? Like, what kind of things can they do if it's like, there's no actual classes? Yes, there's acting class. And we have plays. But how you guys having plays right now when everybody's, you know, supposed to keep social distance? I'm trying to wait for this family to load up so I could leave. It's getting dark. I want to get out of here. It's a nice little... That sounds crazy, right? It's a nice little sunset going on. It's pretty. It actually looks better in person. This area right here is actually like a light blue. Like a nice blue. Maybe if I zoom in. Nah, it still look better in person. Yeah, that was all up in my space. I really wish that Starbucks was open. Oh, let me put the chat back. Let me see what Kingdom Boy said before I turn, because this was up. Okay. So B&B Reviews are having burgers tonight. What is everyone else having for dinner? I may have some leftovers. Oh my goodness, that hump is the worst. Devin said that you have a lot of leftovers, he said. You know, sometimes you don't want leftovers, but then at the same time, I don't feel like cooking at all. You had a veggie dog. Sorry, that's making so much noise. Man, I wish I could see them bumps. They're like this. I don't know. They need to redo that pavement. Fun fact, the Target that's here. No, matter of fact, this BJ's. Let's go back. Let's go back. We in Queens, all right? We in Queens. From the X. Y'all already know, all right? In the Bronx, they built this mall a long time ago. It used to be a jail that was there, right? It was a jail. And then they took down the jail. I guess they put all the inmates in Rikers Island. They tore down the jail, and it was just an empty space for years and years and years. And then they came up with the idea to put a shopping center there. So it was, at first, it was called the Gateway Mall. And I know in Brooklyn, they have a Gateway Mall, but this was a Gateway Mall first. And now it's called Bronx Terminal, I think, something like that, or whatever. What the heck is on? Anyway, so when they was making the mall, they were doing interviews at this place. This place, like, a lot of people, I think, have like receptions there or something, like back in the day and stuff. Like, it's a really big place. It's like on 167th, 65th over there, in the Grand Concourse. And they was having open interviews, and I went for Target. And at Target, I'm like, listen, throughout all of my young life at the time, I've done nothing but be somebody's cashier. You know, I don't like touching money. I don't like touching nobody's money. I don't want nobody saying I'm short and I owe money. I had like a bad experience with that. Like, this one girl, she took my till and she wasn't supposed to. Oh my God, this person is being horrible to this other person. They're following them all close, keep beeping the horn and stuff. This is insane. See, they got away from them, and now they're gonna cut right behind them and be all up on them. People are insane. I can't. Anyway, I hope they don't get into no wreck or nothing, because this is ridiculous. There's no reason. But anyway, so I went there for the interview for Target, and they kept telling everybody, oh, so you here for cashier, you here for cashier, you here for cashier. I'm like, no, I don't want to be a cashier. I could work on the floor. I could work in stock. You know, I could work in the dressing rooms. I can work anywhere. I can even clean the restrooms. I don't want to be a cashier. And they put me through, and then I went to go get an interview. And the guy, he didn't even interview me. He straight was like, oh, so you're not trying to be a cashier? I'm like, no, I don't want to be a cashier. He was like, okay, I'm sorry, but we're only hiring for cashiers. I'm like, you're just, in my head, I'm like, you're just opening a damn store. How you only hiring for cashiers? I said, all right, fine. I was pissed because I felt like I wasted my time. At the same place, they was also having interviews for BJ's. So I wanted a job so bad, you guys. Like, I wanted a job so bad. I was just like, I'm tired of working my like 2 and 3 part-time jobs. Like, I wanted a full-time job. I wanted to have somewhere where I can just stay, work my shift, and then come home and then, you know, have a life afterwards. So went to BJ's. I was on some I didn't want to be a cashier type joint again, right? Then when it was time for the interview, and they were like, the guy was like, oh, so, you know, what position are you trying to do? I was like, I'll be cashier. He was like, okay, that's great. You know, we have other positions, but if you want to be cashier, and I'm just like, are you serious? You know, like, I could have did something else, but I want a job so bad. It seemed like that's what they was only hiring for. So I took that. So I got the cashier position, and they said, you're gonna go while we're redoing the store, while we're finishing up the store, you're gonna go train at another BJ's. They sent me to this BJ's that I just went to. I had to train there, I think for a week or 2 or something like that. And the funny thing about training there, it was like in the middle of the summertime, like June, not in the middle, it was like June, it was hot. Customers was getting crazy. I witnessed a fight between 2 customers. They were throwing water on each other. I was just like, listen, it's time for me to go. And it's like, to get home, I had to take like bus to bus to bus to train. Like, it was a lot, and I didn't have a car then. So after training there, then I finally came to my store in the Bronx and After your 90 days, your 3-month probation, I was like, listen, I'm done. I want to go to the bakery. I want to go somewhere else. I don't want to touch no cash, because you know what happened? They have people, I think they're called FLS, frontline supervisors. If you ever see when you're doing like self-checkout and stuff like that, and they got to come over like with a key, or even at the register and they got to type something in, they're in charge, and they always tell you that you can't count your till. You just have to take it to the back, to the cash room, so that they can count your cash for you. Not this girl. You ain't doing that to me. I think the hell not. So I would count my cash myself anyway, and then I would bring my till in. And they would always yell at me and tell me not to do it, but I used to do it anyway, and I didn't care. And I would write it down every day, and I'm glad that I was able to transfer over, and I didn't let certain people touch my money, because certain FLS was stealing money out of people's tills. Okay? Let's see real quick. D-Diet said I had veggies and rice. Sounds good. He said the Rona got people crazy in general. That road rage is crazy. So after that, I was in the bakery for the whole time, and then I had my issues with the bakery or whatever, and I stopped working there. I actually got fired. I'll tell that in a story time. I want to actually start doing story times on my channels. I have a lot of stories, and I ended up getting fired. And like a week later, hold on, it's saying the internet connection is bad. Alright, sorry y'all if it was messed up. It said internet connection was bad in the area I was in. So I reapplied to Yankee Stadium. I used to work there as a security guard, and then a whole bunch of stuff happened with that, and me transferring and with a different company and all this stuff. And then I needed a job, and I was tired of little part-time jobs, so I finally got hired at BJ's, worked in a bakery, got fired a year and change later. And then I started working back at Yankee Stadium, but I didn't work as security. I worked as a part of I think it's called Legends. It's the people who, you know, you buy your hot dogs and stuff from, like that. It's the concession people. So I started working there. As I started working there, it was only like part-time pretty much. And then I found out about at Costco's, because I was going to school at the time, I found out that they had these people that give out samples. And I actually wanted to actually work at another warehouse. I wanted to actually work. Is this damn truck honking his horn at me? Sorry, y'all. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, I want to work at Costco's. I'm only going to work at this company inside Costco's for a little bit. This is not something that, or somewhere where I want to stay. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather work for them because this is part-time. You're getting paid the same amount as the people who work at Costco's at that time, but you never get a raise. So why would I want to stay there? And I want something that's full-time. But that job was giving me more money than staying at Yankee Stadium. Then I couldn't get hired at Costco's because they were doing like favoritism for certain people. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna bounce. I found out that they were hiring, a guy that was working with me there, he left and he was working at Target, and he ended up getting hired as like a supervisor. And what he did was he told me and another employee about it, and he sent us screenshots of the questionnaire that they ask you when they're hiring you. And he was like, look, these are the questions they're going to ask you, so make sure y'all got your answers ready. And they asked me questions, and then they was like, all right, come this day. Went down there. It was the Target that was right there. Went to that Target, did the interview, then did a group interview, and then they're like, all right, certain people they told to leave or tell them to come back, whatever. Those people they wasn't going to hire. And then it was like 5 of us left that they were going to hire. They were like, all right, you going to take a drug test right now? I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I went to go take the drug test, came right back, gave it to them, and the results or whatever. And then they was like, all right, so you can start on this day. Started on the day that they told me to start. Now, here's the funny thing. Around that time, I think minimum wage was like $8 and change. Minimum wage was like $8 and change. And they started us at like $9.50. I'm like, all right. I was getting paid $11.50 at CDS, which is a company that is working with Costco's, but I'm part-time. If I'm making $9.50 and I'm doing full-time, I'm gonna be making more money than what I was making for 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then I can probably even do overtime. They jerked me at Target. When you apply, you put the days that you're unavailable, and they have a schedule where they put you, and the days that you have off usually say unavailable on the days that you cannot work. It was certain days I couldn't work because I would take my mom to the foot doctor, and they would have me off on those days plus days that I didn't ask to have off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do story time. Sound like, yeah, he was beeping the horn at me. And it's like, what I'm gonna do? The person in front of me not driving as fast. Excuse you. Forget Yankee Stadium. How dare you? I know that was John. The hate is real. Yeah, Target was not playing with that drug test. So, they had me as a cashier. I didn't have a problem with it, but I was getting fatter and fatter and fatter working there because Pizza Hut is there. You get a 30-minute break. You get a 10-minute break. The people in the front, they're called GSTLs, and they're the are they called GSTLs? Whatever. They some kind of like FLS, like a frontline supervisor, pretty much. And then they have the ones that's a little below them that they are like working up to be a full-time supervisor or something like that. It's pretty much like the post office. You got a 204B and then you got a supervisor. The 204B is working their way to becoming a supervisor, but they are a supervisor, but they can't fire you, but they can tell the supervisor what you're doing and then the supervisor fire you. It's pretty much the same thing. So they had those people there, and they used to do favoritism about who they would promote into those situations. When it came time for a raise, let me tell you, Your girl used to have to come all the way from the BX, all the way over there on the bus, train, bus to get there stupid early, and, you know, open the store at like 7 something in the morning. And then they'll hit me with the, oh, such and such ain't come in. Oh, can you stay? And I stay for them. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do me no favors. They still make me come in early the next day. If I close, I would work and get service. I would clean up the area that was there, scan stuff, put it back, all kind of stuff. Like it was real messed up. And it's like when it came down to it and it was time for raises, this is like the straw that broke the camel's back in a sense. When it came time for raises, you know how much they gave me for a raise, y'all? 20 cents. 20 cents. 20 cents. I said, what the hell is that? I said, are you serious? Oh, we get a certain amount of money that we have to like divide within certain people. Da 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 da. I was like, that's it. I was like, I want to go to another department, and they would send me to electronics that help out a lot. You know, a lot of the scammers, the credit card swipers, they would come in and go over there and buy a whole bunch of iPads and stuff like that. And my thing is, you know that they're coming in to do that. You know that those cards are fake cards. You can tell that they're fake cards, and it's like you're allowing them to use stolen identity to purchase these items. And then y'all turn around and want us to ask customers if they want to sign up for red card, credit cards and stuff like that. And then you want to give us 20 cent raises. Or if somebody's interested in another position, they don't give it to them because if they like what you do, this is what I know it's from working in retail. They always say, oh, we promote from within. Yeah, they promote from within. If you opening up them legs, okay, let's be honest. If you opening up them legs, or if you related to somebody up in there. If you ain't neither one of those, you not getting no promotion from within. And that's on period, okay? They only hire those kind of people to come up in the company. Because if you're the best cashier, why would they want to, from a business point of view, why would they want to get rid of their best cashier? They're not going to. They're going to want to keep you where you're at. And that's what the hell they do. They'll keep you where you at. It was a guy that worked there, and he used to fix all the bikes and stuff like that for everybody when they buy bikes and everything. And it's like he wanted to work on the floor. He wanted to be LP, the people who do security. He wanted to do different things. He will apply. They never hire him. And I said, because you're good at what you do. They don't want to lose you. And they didn't want to lose me as being a cashier so that they could send me to electronics, but they didn't want to pay me to go to electronics, because in electronics you get a raise. You get a raise when you work in that department. So they would just have me go there for free and help out and get them red cards from the scammers, because I'd be like, listen, just fill out the application. You don't have to put your real information, but we helping each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping you get the stuff that you ain't even supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you helping me get a red card. You know, even though it gets denied, it still looked like I got one. You know what I'm saying? So I applied for there. One of the supervisors jerked me, and I wasn't able to get it because she said she was giving me a verbal warning, and she actually wrote me up. And because of that write-up, I wasn't allowed to get a promotion. And then one of my homegirls that used to work with me at CDS, she was like, listen, I've been telling you for almost a year to come work at the post office. That's where the money is at. She said, you always talking about losing weight. You see, girl, I lost mad weight. You walking around. She was like, yo, you need to get on this. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I applied. I got hired in a month. Nope, it wasn't 25 cents. It was 5 cents. They jerked me big time. And I applied. They told me, I applied online. They told me to pick a secondary place to take like the other part of the test. I picked a place in Jersey. I asked my mom if I could borrow her car. She said yes. It was over by Medieval Times, that area. I went over there, took the test over there. They took your phone and everything. You had to take it on like a computer. When I got outside, that's when the signal came back, and that's when I got my score. I think I got like a 90 or something, or 80 something, or 90. And after that, I got a call, and it was like, you have to come in. No, you have to go and give urine at this place. I went and did that right away, and it was close to where I live in the Bronx. Then they told me to come all the way down to Brooklyn. It's like, I gotta do a background check. I gotta fill out some paper. I gotta give my fingerprints and stuff. After I did that, then it was like, oh, you got orientation on this day. Went to orientation. It was like, all right, you're at orientation, so you're hired. You get paid for this day. I'm like, damn, this was quick. This was fast. And then I went to the station that I'm at now in Whitestone. It's the same area. This is what's so funny. All of this is in the same area. So then I'm like, yo, like Target was right there, BJ's was right there. Like, oh, but I'm just going here to shadow. It's not a big deal. Shadowing is what I did the other day when I have a carrier follow me around so they can see what I do, so they can be like, oh, this is what I want to do, or no, I don't want to do this. It's not the kind of job for me, right? So I'm shadowing this guy. He's still there at the station, and I'm like, first of all, the cars that they drove back then was like a Dodge Caravan, but it's called a Windstar. And when I tell y'all that this vehicle, that I hated it, is so small, it's so compact, like, I hated it. We was in such close quarters, and it's like, yo, I don't even know this man, and we so close up on each other. It was horrible. It was horrible. I'm parking in the bus stop because there ain't no other parking spots, and it's after 7 anyway. So that means y'all know I gotta get up early. So I have a reason not to be late, y'all. Right? So, what was I gonna say? So yeah, I'm real close. I'm following him around. His route is very long because it's Whitestone. It's a lot of mansions out there, and because it's a lot of mansions, imagine. It's taking up a whole block. You know what I'm saying? What the hell you want? Weirdo. So I'm like, I can't do this route. Like, I'm just, in my mind, I hope I do not get this route. And I gained a lot of weight from working at Target. I was just standing in one spot, eating candy, having Starbucks sugary drinks, the frappes, eating just salty stuff from Pizza Hut. You know what I'm saying? I'm not moving around or nothing. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I want to do this. I don't think I want this as a career. You know, then I'm like, nah, you got to do it. You can do it. This is not hard. It's just that this particular route is long. Maybe not all the routes is like that. I kept thinking that. Then after I shouted him, they said, all right, you're not staying here. You're going to another station to actually train. I went to another station in Little Neck, which is way further up in Queens. It's like almost borderline, I think, Long Island. So, I know I got mad stories on top of stories, right? So, I went there. And I trained the first day. The guy that was an OJI, that's like me, where I'm supposed to take your book and show you, all right, so we're gonna work on these things today. I'm gonna show you this about the job, you know, so you can get familiar with it. This dude made this. All right, so usually I make my DPS maybe like this size, like I could hold it, all the letter size. His joints was like this, like a baseball mitt size, because he's a man. And it's like he didn't care. He just made me do his whole route. And then he was like, come on. Oh, if the mailbox is all the way down there, just put it right here. The mailbox supposed to be in the middle of the door. Or he was like, oh, if their grass don't look like it belongs in Yankee Stadium, walk across their lawn. Like, he taught me all these like things. And the stairs, Lord, the stairs, like, I never seen stars in my life. I felt like I was in one of those cartoons. It's like, as I'm going down the stairs, I see like little things of black and like all these like white dots, and I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, I need a break. Like, it's hot for it being November, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this man got me working, and we ended up coming back a little later than what we had to come. And it's like, he was just rushing me. And the next day he was there, and I was like, I dead was his flunky for the day. He didn't teach me anything but to be his B word, you know what I'm saying? For real. And then it's like, the next day they gave me to some guy named Cookie, and he's not even an OJI, but the route that he had was very smooth, and it reminds me of my old route that I had, where they had them co-ops where their doors are right next to each other and the slot is right there. You just go house to house to house. It's more like that. And then he was sitting there telling me, and this is what I don't like about when you're training a new carrier, a CCA that's coming in. You know, when you come into a job, you're very new, you don't know what to expect, you're all wide-eyed, and you know, you're happy you got a better job, you thinking this is going to be a better job, a better opportunity, better money, better benefits, all the stuff that they, you know, put in your head about the post office. And it's like, soon as you come in the door, all the old heads that's close to retirement is like, oh, you're not gonna stay here, you don't want to be here. Like, who the hell want to hear that? And it's like, when I train and they do that, I tell you, I get so pissed. Like, that joint pissed me off. And I'd be like, could y'all stop telling my carriers that? Like, come on now, don't do that. Like, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he was sitting there telling me, he was like, I don't like this job. He told me his own personal stories of things that happened to him. He used to be a truck delivery guy for like supermarkets and stuff. He told me he used to get stuck up, and he told me how this job was for him and da-da-da-da. But see, when I got hired right when Amazon started, okay? So parcels, to me, parcels, packages, same thing. That doesn't mean anything to me. You can give me a truck full of packages. I'd rather do packages than push mail. And that's for real. I don't like delivering mail. It's very annoying. Going from house to house. Them clippers that I had today, yo, let me tell y'all real quick about them clippers. When I racked in my DPS, which is a letter size, y'all know coming that long tray that I showed y'all, I racked that in. The bucket that I had, I racked that in. It still was houses that I would have skipped, like 3 and 4 houses. And then I kept going, and I'll skip another few houses. I would have still been skipping houses. Because clippers go to every single house, I had to stop at every single house on my route. It's so annoying. So it was a light day, but it wasn't a light day because of the EDDM and the clippers. It's annoying. So anyway, he tried to get me, like, put like things in my head about the job, and like saying like how I'm not gonna like it, and this and that, you know, all kind of dumbness. And then I did another 2 training days there, and then I thought I was coming back to Whitestone, but they was like, oh no, you're not coming back there, you're going to Woodside. So I call Woodside Hoodside. You know, it covers a decent area. It covers from the projects to the little co-op buildings that's like sprinkled around, to like little hood areas and stuff like that. So I did all my CCA training there. I learned a lot there. I learned a lot from my shop steward. I learned a lot from other carriers. There, all carriers were treated the same. It wasn't no, you're a CCA and I'm a career carrier. It was none of that there. Everybody was the same. And then it's like, I had an issue with the manager. I took her to EEO. It's a big deal. And then I said I want to go somewhere that's close that I can get to. I was already a regular, so I said I want to go to Whitestone. And it's like, the person that was representing the manager is like, he didn't want me to go to Whitestone because he wanted me to go somewhere far so that I could be late to work every day so that I can get fired. And little does he know, I'm late all the time anyway, you know. I mean, that's now though. That wasn't before. But yeah, I'm back at Whitestone. It's like a big complicated circle. I'm back in the area that, You know, I used to work at, with Target and BJ's, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Long story. I got the gift of gab, just blah, 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 right? So, yeah. That's one of my stories, one of my 1,000 stories, y'all. And it's like, I don't want to stay at this place. I see what a lot of them was talking about. And then, this job, walking up and down on this pavement, on these stairs, this concrete, we're not working in the best footwear. So it's doing a number on your knees, on your hips. Right now I'm having an issue with my shoulder. When I shrug my shoulders or go like this, it's cracking. Only 999 left. What's that? What's that? Yeah, so I don't want to stay here. There's a guy at my station. He had 2 hip replacements. 2. Oh, yeah. I got 1,000 stories, man. And yeah, guy got 2 hip replacements. People at my friend's station, they got knee replacements. A guy from my other station, I had a tear in my meniscus, but it was very small. It was a slight tear. He has a legit tear in his meniscus, and he had to get surgery. And he's an older man. He's in his 60s. It's not good. John, like, it's not. Y'all didn't even get 1 story. Y'all got like 7 stories put into 1. For real. But yeah, I don't want to stay at this job. And it's like, when I was a CCA, when I was at Woodside, I felt like I had like a legit like family. I have friends there, and we all hung out after work, and we invited each other to like personal things and stuff like that. And it's like, at this station here is not the same. Everybody's like divided. It's not like, oh, we all the same. And the CCAs, they a different kind of breed. Like, they're very selfish with each other. They only look out for themselves. It's bars. This is before all this Rona stuff happening, but it's like, it's bars in the area. It's a bowling alley in the area. Like, when I was a CC, I used to be like, yo, it's a bowling alley on Route 30. Let's all go bowling after work. Like, we used to do stuff and have fun. Like, they don't want to do nothing. They don't even want to at least go out and drink after work. Like, I don't know. It's different. They weird. They don't have no holiday party. Other stations having holiday parties. They don't want to have a holiday party. Mind you, the people who've been working there for a long time, they have pictures up on their desks, on their lockers, of old times when they all used to hang out. You see like all of them sitting down at dinner and shit, taking pictures, and it's like, so y'all was friends before, now y'all not friends at all? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, it's whack. Like, you walk into a whack station, you hear old music all the time, and now the young people playing music, the older people, they're like making fun of the music instead of like singing the words. They're like making fun of the words of the song. It's just annoying. I don't like my station. I don't like the vibe at my station. It's boring. And the supervisor that I used to have, I could not stand him. He was so annoying. He was so argumentative with me. He is very selfish. Very selfish. This man tried to get me to come to work on July 3rd, 2018, and I was off. And that's the day before July 4th, where everybody is off. And I'm like, yo, so I got 2 days off. You know, I just got my car. I'm gonna move it to the right side. Then I'm gonna go get my daughter ready. I'm gonna go see my mom. And he was like, oh, I'm mandating you, meaning he's forcing me to come in. And I'm like, I don't care. You can mandate whoever you want. You know, I'm not coming in. Like, I got stuff to do. And lo and behold, I'm glad I didn't go in, because that's the day that my mom passed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even after that, he was just selfish. When my daughter was having like cerebral seizures and stuff, and she was sick, you know, I'm scared. I'm a new mom. My own mom passed away. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was very insensitive. When I had told him my daughter was sick and she had a fever, I'm like, listen, she threw up. She had a fever before I left. If her fever get worse, I'm telling you right now, I'm leaving. And then Devin called me and he was like, oh, babe, like, I just gave her medicine and she threw up. I said, nah, we're going to take her to the doctor. I called him and I'm like, I told my supervisor, I'm like, yo, I'm leaving. My daughter just threw up. I got to go. He was like, oh, well, you better bring a doctor's note. Like, what? And I ended up going. They said she was fine. Went back home. My daughter ended up having a seizure, y'all. It's the second time she had one. And I just was like, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe it. And after that, I texted him. And I said, oh, just so you know, my daughter had a seizure. No response. That's when I wish I had an iPhone, because you know you could see when somebody reads something, you know. That car was so dumb. I wish I would have recorded that. This guy in front of me is trying to park, and the guy coming down the block could see the guy trying to park, so he stops like in front of him real short while the guy is trying to park, and then he peeled off. But he peeled off and almost hit incoming traffic coming, you know, sideways, being dumb. But yeah, y'all, I'm home. I'm gonna go inside and get my shopping cart. I gotta come back over here. This area right here is a lot of like druggy people hanging out around here. I don't know why. It's annoying though. It really is. And that's why I gotta hurry up and rush in the house, get the shopping cart. I gotta rush in the house, get the shopping cart, and get my stuff out, because I don't want them looking all in the car and thinking, you know, I got a whole bunch of stuff in here and try to rob me, you know. But I'm gonna try. Alright, so y'all know I had went to a wedding. I think I talked about it like not too long ago, that I went to a wedding, I believe in January. Y'all, that footage is so long that it's 2 parts, and I'm still editing it. It gets to a point sometimes you edit something, you're like, yo, why should I even do this? This is boring. And it's not that it's boring, it's that I don't like to edit. When it's certain things that I learned that I can do, and I'm like, oh, I could do this. I didn't know I could do this. Like, this is cool. And it comes out really good in the video. I'm like, wow, look what I did. Like, I'm happy. But when it's just like my signature just cutting and zooming in and this and writing this, and it's just like, I'm tired of doing this. Like, I feel like I'm doing a big project and I don't want to do it. But so far, I think I'm more than halfway through that footage. But it's almost an hour long. I think it said it's 63 minutes. And I'm trying my best to cut out this, cut out that, cut out this. Nobody want to know this. Nobody want to know that. I'm trying my best to cut out certain things. And it's like, it's not enough. Because I don't want to take away too much of the story. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm trying to get it out there. I got a part 1 and a part 2. And then, like I said, we have some challenges coming up. Devin has a video that he did that he's editing. Or is he? I don't know. He's editing on the iMac. So we will see. I'm tired, y'all. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Y'all already know that. Like, oh, why couldn't today be Saturday, y'all? Oh, also, let me tell y'all. When I'm in the post office, my neck right here on the sides and my nose, it hurts. I have my mask on. Like, my tongue hurts. I don't know. It's so dirty in there. It's so stuffy in there. There's no filter in there. There's no like filtered air going on in there. We don't have any a porter anymore. He went to a different station now. It's ridiculous. Around this time, you really think that we don't need somebody in the station? No, we do. This is my cut, y'all. Where I stabbed myself. Can you see it? It's not bleeding anymore. Can you see it? I can't even see it. It don't look like nothing, right? But if water get in it, soapy water get in it, it burns so bad. And it don't just burn, it feel like it's my whole pinky, like as if my bone, like it hurts to my bone. Like I feel like I stabbed my bone. That's how much it hurt. It feel like I stabbed my bone yesterday. That's why I was crying, because it just wasn't a slice, it was a stab. Well, I'm gonna go inside, y'all. I said that 1,000 times already. I'm gonna go inside, get my phones together, take this stuff out. I don't need nobody seeing this stuff. I'm just gonna leave my bag here. Can't nobody really see anything in here. Thank you. Well, let me watch my door, because you know people act stupid. You see me opening my door, you want to pull up here? For what? Retard. It's 8 o'clock on the dot. Look at the supermarket closed, y'all. We just closed. I was gonna go in there and get some grapefruit too. One of the wackest parts is because people who work there, I know for a fact that their cars are parked within the block where I live at. So they're gonna leave. But I think it's for the best for me, so that I'm in work on time, right? Yeah, it's for the best.
Sorry. Happy birthday, if it's your birthday.
What are you talking about?
I just say hi.
Weirdo. Probably doing some kind of drugs or something. People don't know. I'll be ready to slice them up. Play them games, man. come in the house. Devin been home all day. I don't smell no dinner cooking. Hi. Y'all want to say hi? Hold on. What? Hi. Hi, baby. Apples and bananas. Hi, baby. Don't look at that sweater up there, y'all. It's bad. It's a bad. Y'all know from the streets, y'all. All right, I gotta get my shopping cart. Nah, I'm dead serious. I think that guy was, cause the way he was hiding behind his book bag, probably had some kind of crack pipe with him. They like to walk through neighborhoods and Kenji, what you was doing outside?
You was outside?
Yes.
Okay, go.
That's why his tail all fat. The cat was out in the hallway. I feel bad. My daughter, she wanna go outside. She had put on her jeans all by herself one day. Well, today, she put her jeans on all by herself. She wanted to go outside. Oh, he ain't there no more. He ain't there no more. Let me tell you, I see better with my glasses off at night because all of the glare. I only need my glasses for reading. I don't need it to see. I see you. My fat neck, y'all.
Why you went up there?
He saw my slicing skills in back. Probably did. It's a lot of druggies over here, y'all. For real, for real. I don't want to open the back because I got 2 things of cat litter that I can't bring in right now. Hell no, I gotta get out of here. They're talking about somebody got sliced. They wildin' the hell out. I think the heck not. D Diets, good night. Thank you so much for watching, joining my live and streaming my videos, giving me some watch time. I really appreciate it, hon. Now, what I want to know is, how am I gonna I can't forget it. It's so bright right here. I see how bright it is. They can look through the car and they can see what's inside. That's the problem. So I'm a have to get the groceries. I don't want to smash my glasses. They don't know if I'm coming back for my damn cat litter. And if I see any one of them Negroes chilling on my car, they getting a karate kick to the throat. don't do me no favors. I'll be behind on. What I should have did, I should have took my shoulder bag in with me first. But I didn't want to take it out the car, open the door, and then they see that it's items in the car. So I left it back. I'll put you in my pocket for a second.
Ice water to the Atlantic, night calling in a phantom. Told them, hold it, don't you panic. Took an island, fled the mansion. Drop the roof, more expansion. Drive a cool.
Live, girl. No, that's somebody in the building. These are stairs I had to come up, y'all. All right. Oh, y'all ain't even see my cart. This is my cart. This is my cart. I had to pull it up the stairs. Doody, doody, doody. Watch my slipper. All right, I'll be back. All right. I feel like after this trip, this will conclude my life. Well, for the simple fact that I have to hold the it's two big things of cat litter, and I don't think I can hold those and walk with the camera at the same time. But we about to see if they leaning on my car and stuff. I'm gonna go over there with the hood boys
here.
Found that book.
Hi, baby. I'm home. What you want? You want flaming hot Cheetos, girl? I don't think you want to eat those. Those are spicy. Alright, stay over there, Duty. Let Daddy open it. Alright, guys, so I'm tired. My heart. I had to take my last antibiotic. Today the last day. I ain't gonna feel nauseous no more. That's it. No. Well, thank you guys for watching me be crazy. And, you know, drive home to all the crazy New Yorkers. And I had to take all this off. Straight into the shower to disinfect. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And look out for them challenges because I'm calling y'all out. And, you know, thanks for watching. Bye. Later. I'll see you later, guys. I'll see you later.